Children, in the previous video, we saw how Tegumai falls into a messy situation as his spear gets accidentally broken. Let us see what happens next. His little daughter, Taffy, she is ready to go home to get another spear for him. In that situation, Tegumai responds to her words. That is, he says that the house was too far for her little fat legs. Besides, even he is worried that she would fall into the beaver swamp. Now, what do you mean by beaver? Beaver is an animal with brown fur, a wide flat tail, and sharp teeth. It lives in water and on land and uses branches to build walls across rivers to hold back water. Beaver, it has webbed feet. It is an aquatic rodent of the genus Castor, having a wide flat tail and a webbed feet. Swamp is a marshy land. It is an area of soft wet land. So father is even worried that his daughter would fall, and the cave was too far from their area. Over here, Tegumai, he then says that he should make the best of a bad job. To make the best of a bad job means whatever material was available with him, whatever best he could do from the uh, situation which he has got, he has to come out of it. He has to give the best out of whatever things are available with him. He sat down and took out a little leather mendie bag. A mendie bag, it's a bag in which all the tools related to the repairs which a person has to do to mending, all those tools, all those equipments are kept in that bag, which was full of reindeer sinews. Now, what are sinews? Sinews are fibrous bands and cords which connect muscles to bones. It has been used for snewing, for mending. Just try to recollect those Stone Age days when there were no threads and all. They used to use news. Nowadays we use threads of various thickness, and we use them for mending, but in those days they used to use reindeer sinews for repairing. And strips of leather and lumps of bees wax and resin, and began to mend the spear. Snooze, it's a tendon, that is a strong piece of tissue in the body connecting a muscle to a bone. Taffy too sat down. Staffy sat down too, with her toes in the water and her chin in her hand, and thought very hard. Then she said, I say, Daddy, it's an awful nuisance that you and I don't know how to write, isn't it? If we did, we could send a message for the new spear. The small girl, she uses her brain just and starts thinking, what if both of them were literate? What if both of them could read and write? They could give a message or send a message uh, uh, with somebody so that they could get the new spear. Awful is the meaning of awful is very bad, Nuisance is annoyance, causing inconvenience. Just then, a stranger man came along the river, but he belonged to a far tribe, the Tevaras, and he did not understand one word of Tegumai's language. Now, though both of them were tribes, their languages were totally different, and both of them couldn't understand each other's language. He stood on the bank and smiled at Taffy. Now, what was the reason of this Tivara to smile at Taffy? Because he had a little girl daughter of his own at home. Tegumai drew a hank of deer snews from his mendy bag and began to mend his spear. Now, a hank of means coil or skin of wool or hair. Children, here we see how Tegumai he started mending his spear. In the next video, we will see what Taffy did, how did she explain her house, and was she really successful in it? Thank you.